Good afternoon, friends. It's so good to get to read to you again. Today, for our second book, we will be reading a very special book that I think is very fitting because my birthday was on Monday, and I am becoming very old. As most of my friends know, I am 27 years old now, which is 22 to 21 years older than all of you. So the book we are going to be reading today is called You're Only Old Once, and it's by my friend Dr. Seuss. You're only old once. One day you will read in the National Geographic of a faraway land with no smelly bad traffic. You see this old man? He's wearing a bow tie just like me, and he's reading the National Geographic because you know our words always need to match our pictures. A little difficult to turn this page. In those green pastured mountains of Fadafazi, everybody feels fine at 103. 'Cause the air that they breathe is potassium free, and because they chew nuts from a tut-a-tut tree. This gives strength to their teeth. It gives length to their hair. And they live without doctors, with nary a care. Nary here means they don't really have a care at all. They don't care. Look at all these old people. You can tell they're old. They have really old long beards and their hair is gray. All characteristics of someone who is old, right? And you'll find yourself wishing that you were out there in Fadafazi and not here in this chair. In the Golden Years Clinic on Century Square for spleen readjustment and muffler repair. Just why are you here? You're not feeling your best. You've come in for an eyesight insolvency test. Have you any idea how much money these tests are costing you? Looking at the picture, because remember, it's always important we can use our pictures if we don't know some words, like the word eyesight insolvency. What do you think those have to deal with? We look at the picture, I see a guy looking into a machine, and he's checking his eyes. Eyesight means we're checking on our eyes, and so does solvency. And if you're the type that gets finicky finnick, at this point you'll try to get out of that clinic. But they will outwit you as quick as a wink. The quiz docs will catch you. They'll start questioning. They'll ask you point blank how your parts are all faring. And your grandfather's parts. And please try to recall if your grandma hurts most in the spring or the fall. Did your cousins have dreadful wild nightmares at night? Did they suffer such ailments as bus driver's blight, chimney sweep's stupor, or prune plicker's plight? And describe the main cause of your uncle's collapse. Too much alphabet soup? Or martinis, perhaps? And the next thing you know, when you finish that test, is somehow you've lost both your necktie and vest, and an ogler is ogling your stomach and chest. So what do we think an ogler is? It's a funny Dr. Seuss word, but what do you think he means, ogler? An ogler is ogling your stomach and chest. If I look at my stomach and chest, this is supposed to be me. Ooh, I see this machine. That's what must be what an ogler will be. Next page. Your escape plans have melted. You haven't a chance. For the next thing you know, both your sock and your pants and your drawers and your shoes have been lost for the day. The oglers have blossomed like roses in May, and silently grimly they ogle away. Ogler's telling us how he's doing. Good, bad, so. Ooh, the arrow's pointing to bad. Let's see what happens. What those oglers have learned, they're not ready to tell. clinicians don't spout their opinions pell-mell. So you're back with the vegetable fish for a spell. Norvell won't bring you much comfort, you know, but he's quite sympathetic at Clinic Fish Go. How do you think that fish is feeling? Look at his face. That's how we can tell how feelings are, right, friends? Then you'll sit several hours growing tenser each second, fearing your fate will be worse than you reckoned. Till finally, Miss Beckard, your beckoner, beckons. To a booth where the world-renowned earman Von Crandall has perfected a test known as bellows and candle. If the wind from the bellows can't blow out the flame, you failed and you're going to be sorry you came. You'll be told that your hearing so murky and muddy, your case calls for special, intensified study. They'll test you with noises from far and from near, and you'll get a black mark from the ones you can't hear. Then they'll say, my dear fellow, you're deafer than most, but there's hope since you're not quite as deaf as a post. We'll study your symptoms. We'll give you a call. In the meantime, go back and sit down in the hall. It sounds like the doctors are looking at his tests. What do you think is going to happen? So far, friends, remember, we've read the beginning of the story, which means we are entering the middle of the story. What happens in the middle of the story? Think about it while you're reading. So you'll find yourself talking to Norval once more, and Norval will think you're a bit of a bore, because Norval has heard the same stories before. To this fish you'll become a plain pain in the neck, while you wait once again for Miss Becker to beck. But Miss Becker won't come. With great swish and great swank, a wheelchair will come. You've gained status and rank. And Weldon the wheeler will stay with great pride. You have qualified, sir. You are now certified. As a VIP case, you're entitled to ride. Through thin and through thick, I'll be at your backside. So who else needs wheelchair besides old people? I want you to think of that. Who else do you know might need a wheelchair besides old people? Dear Weldon will show you great sights as you go. Right now you are riding down Stethoscope Row. And I know that you like all of our top patients. You're hoping to get yourself steffed with some fine class scoping. So I'm sure that you'll be simply delighted to hear that in the Internal Organisms Olympics last year, Dr. Schmidt, Schmutz, Sinatra, Sylvester, and Fonz won 15 gold medals, 9 silver, 6 bronze. For the moment, however, we'll bypass this bunch. There's plenty of time to see them after lunch. Sounds like lunchtime. You must see Dr. Pollen, our allergy whiz, who knows every sniffle and itch that there is. Dr. Pollen will find as he works on your case if the face powder is wrong on your stepsister's face. He will check your reactions to thumbtacks and glue, catcher mitts, leaf mold, and cardigans too. Nasteriums and marble cake, white and blue chalks, anthracite coal, and the feathers of hawks. Also corn on the cob, also buffalo grease, and how you react when you're stared at by geese. He'll take copious notes, then I'll hazard a guess that he'll send you downstairs to see Dr. Van Ness. Look at all the things they're checking for, friends, making sure we're not allergic. We know that when we're allergic, maybe we'll start itching, our eyes will turn red. Sometimes if we're really allergic, we can't breathe, so it's always important to check our allergies. And as we get older, our allergies can get worse. Van Ness has enjoyed a rate of success in his pioneer work in the study of stress. So you can be sure he will stress you a trifle. Then he'll send you around to see Dr. Von Eiffel. Ooh. Dietitian Von Eiffel controls the woof whiffer, our diet devising computerized sniffer, on which you just simply lie down in repose and sniff at good food as it goes past your nose. From caviar souffle to caribou roast, from pemmican patties to terrapin toast. He'll find out by sniff scan the foods you like most. And when that guy finds out what you like, you can bet it won't be on your diet. From here on, forget it. Then, into the new wing, we'll see Dr. Spreckles, who does the 3 F's, footsies, fungus, and freckles. And nextly, we'll drop in on you young Dr. Gins, our A and S man who does antrums and shins. Shins are right above your ankle on your leg, friends. And of course, he'll refer us to Dr. McGrew, McGuire and McPherson, and Blinn and Ballou, and Tompkins and Diller and Drew, Fitzsimmons, Fitzgerald, and Fitzpatrick too, all of whom will prescribe a prescription for you. Remember, friends, prescription is medicine a doctor gives you that you need to take specifically for you. Not just all your friends need to take it, only you if you have a prescription for it. For your pill drill, you'll go to room 663, where a voice will instruct you. Repeat after me. This small white pill is what I munch at breakfast and right before lunch. I take the pill that's Kelly Green before each meal and in between. Those Loganberry colored pills I take for early morning drills. I take the pill with zebra stripes to cure my early evening gripes. These orange tinted ones, of course, I take to cure my Charlie horse. I take 3 blues at 8:30 to slow my exhalation rate. Exhalation, remember, inhala, exhala. Exhale is when we breathe out, and inhale is when we breathe in. On alternate nights at 9 p.m., I swallow pinkies, 4 of them. The reds, which make my eyebrows strong, I eat like popcorn all day long. The speckled browns are what I keep beside my bed to help me sleep. This long flat one is what I take if I should die before I wake. Ooh, and friends, it looks like we are exiting the middle of the story and entering the end of the story. Let's see what happens. When at last we are sure you've been properly pilled, then a few paper forms must be properly filled, so that you and your heirs may be properly billed. Because whenever we get tests at the doctor, it costs money. Money, money, money. Whereupon, if you're smart, there's a very good chance that you'll meet soon again with your socks, coat, and pants. And you'll know once your necktie's back under your chin and Norval has waved you Godspeed with his fin, you're in pretty good shape for the shape you are in. And the end. So friends, I want you to think, using your 5 W's, ask yourself some questions about that book. Why do you think he had to get all those tests? Where did he go to get those tests? What kind of test did he have to take? Remember your 5 W's, and you'll be able to retell like a champion. For now, I'll talk to you later. Bye, friends.